Hello guys, and welcome back to the Sino-Soviet Union playthrough here in Supreme Ruler Ultimate. This is episode number 14. In the last episode we got to watch the bloodiest conflict, or even set of conflicts, just in our entire playthrough so far, and maybe even in our entire playthrough going forward. In this episode, while recovering from that, I will be attempting a new way to make allies and seeing some success, which may change how this increasingly buggy playthrough is going. Hope you guys enjoy the episode. Burma had a coup d'etat and is now aligned to us and loves us to death. I will support that coup and support the change of government. Wow. Amazing. They'll take a formal alliance with me, dude. They'll actually take a formal alliance.
I mean, you can. I can't really get...
Alright, well, there you go. I'm sending it out. Fucking random coup happens and you gain an ally. Very needed with a world this biased against us. Bam, that potential enemy next to North Vietnam is now more buffer. And another military allied with us. That is exactly the kind of shit we need to see happen.
I can get everything except for formal alliance.
Eritrea is still alive, though. Ethiopia stopped their war with them just outside the capital. They gave up on trying to take the capital, so Eritrea is now this pathetic little place with a couple of villages and a port. This pathetic little place.
Yeah, they have four villages, a port, and a capital. So, who's your next target when you're ready?
Be honest, I still haven't picked one. I've been playing the diplomacy game lately. I still haven't picked a target.
Well, I got one of the harder places off the map.
It's so interesting that Burma went for a full alliance. Because even places that are aligned won't do that. Maybe it's just like having that government bar all the way full or something. It's to the point where it says diplomatically delighted. I'm going to test this out with Afghanistan. Because the previous thing I was testing didn't really go the way I wanted it to. I'm just going to try with Afghanistan because they're so cheap to work on, that I'm just going to support their government over time, see if I fill that bar up all the way to delighted, if they'll just accept a formal alliance regardless, just because they're aligned with me. Because if they will, then that's a good strategy to get also Mongolia into it, maybe try to get people that are not all the way aligned as well. That's something I'll have to test. We're still learning as we're playing, and I played a lot of this game.
This game is a lot of learning and trying to remember everything you learned while learning new stuff.
I am really good at remembering things I learn in this game. But there's always little things that even I don't fully understand. Because the game behaves very differently in spheres and without spheres, and also it behaves very differently now compared to when it did when it launched. And it all behaves very differently in this game compared to all the other games that they merged together to make this game.
One thing I also noticed is multiplayer behaves a bit different than single player, because
I wouldn't say so.
Especially if you're not the sphere leader, because you're used to getting trades in single player, and in multiplayer, if you're not the sphere leader, you don't have those trades really, or as freely, I should say.
That's not true. That's not how that works.
I would say it's not as free as like if you're a sphere leader or not. Because that's why I've been playing where I would just hamper any trades I got. Because you get about 33 to 45% more trades than I do.
That might just because I have so many more relations around the world, and I have so much excess of stuff people want. Let's finally get out of fast speed.
Yeah, I'm glad I turned it down to fast, because the US...
Oh my god, their ships? That was insane!
That's pretty bad that all they needed were ships to hinder me a little bit.
I mean, it helps a little that it was such a tiny island that they could just swarm it like that. They might not be able to swarm Japan, but then again, think about it, they might be able to. And what then? They're up to 2.3 million people deployed at any given time.
Raz, look at what happened since I took Taiwan.
What?
The US has a bunch of ships all around now.
Well, yeah, because now they're chilling, because now they're deployed over here.
They're like, hey,
So-
what's up? You gonna cause any more trouble?
You want to go again? We just slaughtered half your army. We'll do it again. You want to go visit them at the bottom of the sea? We'll go make a call to Davy Jones. Set up a meeting. In the beginning, when you actually had control over some sea territory, I actually saw a couple of my ships helping you out. But when you lost the sea territory, I lost the ability to help you out. And then I was just watching the slaughter of fucking landing craft bashing against a wave of American ships.
Yeah, I was doing pretty good. I took Taipei.
That's why you needed that quick, you know, like, you needed your troops already at sea before you hit the declare war button. That's what I would have done.
Yeah, you live and learn. I'll do that against the other two.
Live and learn. In your case, people die and you learn. Ugh, you know, I'm still winding down from that war. I'm still exhausted a little bit. Like, holy shit, that was insane. I didn't even take part in it, and that was insane.
I don't even know how I feel after that war.
Oh, fuck.
I should be happy and excited I took this island, but it's just like something about how I'm demotivated.
Something about losing half your military against the U.S. Ah, that's great.
It's like I should be cheering that I actually
Won
took something for with the U.S. trying to keep them alive.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, did I really need to lose that many forces over something?
Well, apparently you did to learn your lessons, hopefully. Like to prepare your attack before you attack.
It's gonna take a while for me to build this all back up. Oh man, imagine if that happened to the US in real life though.
Well, instead of celebrating that they wiped out half of the Chinese army, the civilians of the U.S. would probably be like, oh my god, warmongering U.S. totally just lost a war. See, this is why the U.S. is bad. Cyprus and Luxembourg have made an alliance. That's very random. I'm definitely trailing a lot further behind the GDP per capita average of the world now. Damn, look at the US's inflation. That is so stupidly healthy. It's the same exact amount as my inflation.
Are we playing a AI version of you?
Well, if we are, then we're done. But no, if I was the US, then Canada would have the highest GDP per capita in the world, not the US. Because I would control it a bit better. I don't like having the highest GDP per capita in the world. I don't like having the lowest either.
I'm hoping I got all the places repaired on Taiwan.
Are you doing it like manually or something?
Yes.
Why? You know, you could just right-click, go to Battle Zone Control, and then hit Enabled Structure Auto Repair. Wait a few minutes, and then go back and disable Structure Auto Repair. It will not give permission to make units or make new buildings. It will just give permission to repair everything in the battle zone. You can do the same thing with the theater. But I've taught you this before. In fact, I said it earlier when I was doing it.
I forgot about that. I lost 2/3 of my land forces.
How does that feel? What is that like?
You wanna know what that's like, Ras?
Do you cry yourself to sleep at night?
Imagine getting your favorite video game
Uh-huh.
and then knowing that someone that you trusted as a friend just smashed the heck out of it while you were a kid.
That's a very specific example.
You know, a 12-year-old you got a nice brand new game, and somebody who claimed they were your friend just smashed that game.
Did this happen to you as a kid? Like, that's such a specific example.
I was trying to, like, find something that I've heard stories about and use it as an example. Yeah, when I was around that age, I was probably playing a lot of Diablo 2.
What if someone smashed your Diablo 2?
Speaking of that, I accidentally broke one of the game discs of that. Because I can't remember what happened. I ended up putting it in my back pocket. I know, stupid.
Your back pocket? You put a disc in your back pocket?
Yes,
You
and
put a
I
video
forgot
game
about it.
disc
I sat
in your
down
back
and cried.
pocket. A video game disc in your back pocket. I'm sorry. What?
A CD-ROM.
In your... Not in... Wait, was it in a case?
No, it was just...
No, just a disc. You put a disc in your back pocket. Did you sit on it?
That's how it broke.
Oh my god. You sat on a disc.
Then I had to
cannot
go
believe it.
buy a new copy of the game.
Who puts a disc in their pants?
I was young. I don't know exact. I don't remember.
I was
exact
young. I was just
details.
trying to fit in. Okay. All the cool kids were doing it.
It happened. It's over.
People made fun of me. They were like, Demo, why don't you have a disc in your pants?
I actually don't know if that was normal or not.
No shit, it's not. But it's
Well,
funny
I
to
said
say.
was because back in that time it may have been. Question mark.
I'm finally going for manned spaceflight, so like I'm catching up a little bit. A little bit. I finally found a way to make Afghanistan become an ally. It involves throwing almost 10 billion at them after supporting their government for 10 billion at them after supporting the shit out of their government and doing a whole bunch of trades with them. New alliance formed Nigeria and Luxembourg. Why does Luxembourg want to ally with everybody?
Is it worth it though?
No. Oh, I could pay them in food! You know how much food I have I don't need? I could just throw, like, 100... How much would this have to be in food? Like 200 million tons of food at them. No, that wouldn't be worth it. I know that wouldn't be worth it. It's Afghanistan.
I mean,
I'm just
it's
trying-
food.
My bar is almost filled with them. If I just get some more trades in, for example, I'll be good.
Okay, just give them like 20 million things of food every time you trade with them. See if that does it.
I'm just going to keep trading with them in general to get that political bar full. I have now discovered that you don't need the... if they're aligned to you, you don't need the civilian approval. You just need the political approval high enough.
Wait, how much food did you say it would cost you?
Like 200 million.
Oh, you have way more than me.
I have a lot of food. I haven't been making food. I just have a lot of food because my boys are giving me the food. Alright, they're diplomatically delighted. Like, this is on level. Oh, dude, I can get them in. Yep, I confirm. If you get them to diplomatically delighted, you can get them in a lot easier. Maybe if I do a couple more trades, it'll get even easier. Let's test this. Nice. Using trades is a great way to build relations is another thing I've learned. Well, I already knew that, actually. I just couldn't be bothered to do it, especially not for people like Afghanistan. I just wanted to confirm that I had the right idea. And the world united against us so much that every alliance that I can get actually matters like a whole lot all of a sudden. I'm gonna pay... I'm straight up about to just pay them off in food, whatever the rest of the amount they want is. I'm about to just pay them off in food because I'm getting food for nothing. 25 million tons of food. Here you go. Give me an alliance. I think anyone that's aligned to us, I can do this with. I don't know if it'll work with anyone not aligned. Okay. So they won't consider it right now because of the civilian blah, 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 blah. Although that's improving with the trades. It's weird, though, because Burma's population hated my guts almost completely. What if I offered, like, 50 million... fucking tons of food? Would you still say no? Let's figure it out. Let's find out. Yeah, they still said no. I wonder why Burma did it then. I could just start giving them stuff. They'd probably love that. So it can be done. It is a hell of a lot of work, even if they're aligned to you. So if they're not aligned to you, it's probably impossible. But it may help them get aligned to you. Oh hey! 2 independences. Burundi achieved independence. And Rwanda, I know where those are. They're both neutral, so I'm going to support them. I shall support these neutral... Oh, whoa! That!
Wait, what?
Oh, that's the colony that those 2 countries made up.
I was like, wait a minute.
That's the country. Like I said, it's just a weird thread of events instead of like a big important event. That's Algeria. They hate us, condemn. They also, because they were French, they are a new country that's at war with North Vietnam.
Hopefully some of these blue NATO-leaning countries decide to have an uprising like the other one.
That would be great. I'm sure it'll happen. It happens scripted and unscripted, I believe. And we have decades left in this Cold War. Like, historically. And then the world volatility to keep things shaken up. It's getting cheaper and cheaper to quote-unquote bribe Afghanistan to join an alliance the more I trade with them. Every time I offer a bribe, they still say no. But technically, if I get it to the point where it just doesn't cost any money, like, I'm pretty sure all these trades are getting their civilian rating of me up. So long as I just keep doing these constant little trades, it will get them eventually, by the looks of it. Just constant little trades. I don't even need to make a profit off of it. I'm doing little ones because I can make a profit off of it. It's definitely a way to do it. Just one small amount of something they need, another small amount of the same thing they need, switch to another resource when they get enough. Just constant. One trade after another.
I thought about trying to give, like, our allies some tech, like healthcare related, for example, but that's about it.
I'm not gonna lie, our allies seem very good at taking care of stuff like that on their own. From what I've seen, our allies skip over warfare to go for the things that their population needs.
Korea didn't go after, let's say, antimicrobial SOFA or multiple vaccines.
They don't seem to be going extremely heavy into warfare, though, so I think they're doing alright. They're just more behind than, say, the European people are. I mean, look at North Vietnam. Yeah, I got their population from concerned to indifferent just by spamming these tiny trades back to back. So this is actually working. It's working very slowly, but it's working. Oh, I don't need to pay them for formal alliance anymore. Does this mean they'll finally accept it? Oh, looks like they did. Yep, I got an alliance with Afghanistan. It works. That took a lot of effort, and that is why I haven't bothered trying to do that until right now. because I knew that would take a lot of effort. And oh my god, it took a lot of fucking clicking back and forth. Trade, 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 trade. I did dozens of trades to make that happen. Ugh. And that was with someone that's aligned to us. Imagine trying to do something like that against someone that's not even aligned to us at the moment. Ugh, like leaning? I don't even know if you could do that with leaning. During doing it, you might get them to switch to aligned, but god, that is so much effort. I got people like Cuba that they and their population love me, but they're not actually going to join me, I guess, just because they're not in the sphere. I could probably get them in the sphere. It would just take more micromanagement like that. New country, Jamaica achieves independence, and they're dark blue. Condemn. Bad Jamaica, you shouldn't exist. So your debt is still up there. Oh my god!
What?
The debt rankings are 2 countries just amassed an insane amount of debt, like approximately the same amount you have. And you no longer have the most debt. The 2 countries are Italy and France. France now has more debt than you. Why did they do that? Why did they need that? What's going wrong?
Wait, I mean, what?
France is maintaining a lot of military, but
Their
why Italy?
debt went up.
That's what I'm saying.
My debt should have just went down.
No, your debt did go. Ignore the arrows. I'm telling you, ignore the arrows. Just same with approval rating. Ignore the arrows.
Oof. The numbers just keep going up on France.
Yeah, dude, I can't believe they're taking out so much debt. I mean, they can maintain it, but probably. They have their credit rating is awful. Italy's credit rating is amazing, but why? Again, I understand somewhat for France, because they've been at war this whole time, and maintaining a gigantic military. More than I even maintain. And it hurts to maintain what I'm maintaining. But, wow. Just wow. Who just got freed? That I recognized the flag before I even clicked it. Trinidad and Tobago. They hate us, they're dark blue. Condemn independence. I condemn your independence, sir. So starting to glance around for some targets for myself. There's always Kuwait. Kuwait's just surrounded by me. Of course, Muscat and Oman, North Yemen. These are all just open, no allies, just right for the taking. I don't want to take Israel, just because they're bleeding people as it is, and they're so far in the red they're never getting out. There's no point. Jordan is actually allied with Italy, so I don't want to provoke that mess. Attack Libya through Egypt. Cyprus is now allied with Luxembourg. Pissing off Luxembourg really wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It's Luxembourg. They're a city at best. Looking around me, like in my vicinity, really good options to go for are becoming more sparse.
You have to stop looking at what you're looking at and look at how much debt France has now.
Yeah, it's still going up. 90 bill. I don't know, and frankly, I'm happy. I'm happy about that. I hope they keep accumulating debt. It will make running their country harder and harder and harder. Running that military more and more difficult. Which, by the way, they keep building more build capacity for it. They keep expanding it.
Wait.
Every time I look at them, they have more build capacity.
Hold on, time out. Are they getting in an endless cycle of debt where they're just getting debt to build more capacity, to take more debt to build more capacity?
Maybe, I don't know. At the end of the day, they are maintaining their debt. So long as they maintain their debt, they're good. It's not truly the greatest thing unless we see them go into the red. And if someone like France goes into the red, oh my god. Huge fucking score right there.
Hey, good job, North Vietnam. Keep up the good work.
Good job. You're fucking killing them. Good job. But at the same time, they're getting a lot more powerful, and that's kind of concerning.
Well, think of it this way, Russ. If they can get more powerful, because if they can't afford to keep the military running, what's that power going to do for them?
That is true, but look at it this way. That's a gamble.
Well, I'm maintaining a semblance of income now.
It's good.
With an active military on the map.
That's good.
May not as large of an active force as you have, but something.
Well, yeah, I have a force to rival the United States.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Because they have a full bar, you have...
They have 2.22 million army staff deployed. I am not leaving that many people deployed.
But what if that's a third of their army?
I don't believe that. As someone that's played the US during this time period, I do not believe that that is a third of their army.
I'm just saying hypothetically.
It wouldn't make any sense. I have more land production than them. Air forces wouldn't be deployed at all times. No AI deploys a lot of air forces. I have more naval capacity. They may start out with a larger navy, but I'm making a navy a lot faster than they are. So that being a third of their military would be impossible. They have at least half of it deployed. At least half. I'd venture to say a lot more than that. The USA's gotten 1,226 kills. Are those all you?
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh my god. I know they fought a little bit in certain wars, but I guarantee you like 1,000 of that is just your troops that they killed at sea. Which
Probably,
is insane.
because I have 1,645 deaths. And I don't feel like I did that bad on land.
Yeah, you didn't. I don't remember you having more than 600 deaths before the start of this.
But they lost 41 troops from it. I think.
It's not a lot. They didn't lose anything significant. The most significant thing they lost was Taiwan. To be fair, a lot of your troops that landed were stuck because they landed at the wrong port. Really, that whole invasion was as logistical of a nightmare as D-Day. That was as logistical of a nightmare as D-Day.
It worked out.
Yeah.
Mainly because it was a tiny island.
Yeah. If you prepared a little better and were ready to invade the moment you hit declare war, it would have gone a lot better.
Well, more debts paid off.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
I'm down to 75.4 billion.
I just want to every episode just quote how you said, "Don't worry about it," when you started going heavy into debt.
Don't worry about it.
And you're still heavy into debt.
Don't worry about it.
Guess who just got a new tank design? The T-72M. It's a design from '76.
Is it Korea?
No, it's me.
I was trying to be funny.
It goes further than any of the tanks I currently have in service. Less of a profile. It needs supplies sooner rather than later, and it needs more supplies. It's not as expensive as any of the tanks that I currently am fielding. Like, it's pretty damn cheap. It can move just as fast as my offensive tanks. It has better range, better damage against literally anything. The defense is better, but not in close quarters places. So it would suffer a bit, but price efficiency wise, it's a great step up. And it takes like less than half the time to build as any of my current tanks.
Hey, I might have got something else with someone else.
What's that?
Poland.
Hey, an alliance with Poland. Nice.
I got a defensive thing with Czechoslovakia.
Hell yeah, keep them coming. If you can get formal alliances with everyone I have, that'll be great. And the fact that I have alliances with them already should help you, especially as you accumulate treaties. How the hell did I just have a random event? I swear to God, I turned them off.
Maybe the game's like, nope, you're playing with them.
I swear I turned them off. And it's like, hey, you have more oil for the third time.
Maybe this playthrough's bugged. Who knows?
Oh, dude, it's like so bugged in a couple ways that I've never seen before, but it's fine. Whatever. These aren't major bugs. I'm doing some things that is slowly going to acquire an alliance with Mongolia. Just because they're aligned, might as well.
If they would have went blue, I would have taken them out.
Oh, I know. Oh, wow, this was easier than I thought. I tried going about it in some complex ways. Turns out the best way to make their population love me was literally just to throw money at them over and over again. And now I have an alliance with Mongolia. That took like 400 million, that's it. That was super cheap.
See if I can get something going with Mongolia.
All I had to do was throw 100 million at them like 4 different times after getting their government relations all the way up, and they accepted it easy. Ooh, an alliance between West Germany and Denmark.